program today, apart from wearing jeans in the sun, it's probably a bad choice. I do that very often. So today's aerobic endurance swim, but it's kind of chill. Today's main sessions for the group are going to be a hard bike, but so we're doing a little bit of technique work, a bit of pull. It's pretty steady, to be honest, but it gives me an opportunity now, slowing it down, to actually give people some feedback and like take people into the end lane and actually do some like technique work. So for Gwen today, really adaptation to her. She's coming along really nicely. It's been a couple of weeks now, and now she's like kind of moved up along with other people, so that's been good. Having fun. But today we're kind of addressing, like with her drills right now, she's doing some skull work, but she's doing some reach catch up, which is like a combination of a real good full reach to close this gap around the head, because she kind of swims like this, so we've got to tighten her up a little bit. So a bit of shoulder flexibility there. But, yeah, that's it for now. Okay. Pretty steady. Yeah.
How's she been progressing over the last few weeks?
She's been doing really well. Yeah. But it's pretty steady. We've been adapting all the speed work for her, because obviously she's pregnant, so there's a lot of stuff we don't do, some stroke work we don't do. But the biggest thing now is, sorry, just watching it. Yeah. The biggest thing now is like closing that gap and just getting more efficient in the water. So like I said a couple of weeks ago, I'm not really going to start breaking anything down yet until she gets a level of fitness back in the pool, because then it allows me to have a basis from which to make change. If you start making change once she's still a bit floppy, if you like, it's going to make it very difficult to kind of like get that all together. So right now her body's becoming a lot more rigid in the water. She's a bit more like a vessel, and yeah, it's come together nicely. So improving nicely, but like I like to do it a step at a time, not trying to do too much. But she's paired up with a couple of people in the pool, which works out really, really nicely. So she's also giving back too, so it's pretty good.
There's a few people, or at least one in this workout, that are preparing for the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
Tyler,
yeah.
Yeah, how's he doing?
So Tyler's been swimming with us now for a couple of years. Yeah. He's one of the characters on the group, in our swim group, and he's doing great. Like, I love the guy, but the hardest thing about Tyler is getting him to start swimming, because he just talks and talks and talks. And I'm like, get going. So, but he's doing great. Yeah. So I've seen him around in other sections too. I've seen him on the track working with Flora, and yeah, he's looking great. He's doing all right. I'm really happy for him. I mean, the guy's a legend. Let's be honest.
And Morgan, how's he coming along at the moment? I know he's struggling with an injury in his Achilles, but I guess I'm not exactly sure where his swimming's at.
No, his swimming's on fire. So he's done a really good job of like managing his Achilles and everything else that's going on there. He's still working through that and building back with that, but I mainly work with him just for the swim, and yeah, he's doing great. Like, his stroke is really awesome. The good thing is about Morgan is he likes to try new things, and he wants feedback, so he wants videos of himself. What do I look like? So he's like super zoned in on trying to get the very best out of what we do and out of himself. So, but he's also a good character having the team. Like, especially the younger guys, they love him. So I've just got to be careful that he doesn't lead them a bit astray. He's a bit of a wild card, is Morgan. So, great fun. So he's doing awesome. Really happy with how he's going. All right, guys. Nice steady one today. We're going to start with set one, which is going to start with a bit of pull, so activation for the rest of the set. Breathe patterns 3, 4, 5, choice by 50. So I don't want to see anyone cheat breath before you hit the wall. So you might be on a 5 and come in on 4 and do a quick breath. I don't want to see that. So hit the wall, turn, 2 more strokes, then carry on from there. Choice, you can breathe every one and do whatever you want. That's totally cool. Focus is though, straight line stroke. Make sure you maintain a high elbow, really, really good reach. And like I always say, on the back end of the stroke, push out wide, like so. No sneaking the hand out like so. Get it all the way out and then pull it out that way naturally. Ideally a little bit away from the leg, so when you rotate, it's almost touching the leg. Then we're going to go 4 100s, strong IM, or 140. And then 2 2s, pull with they're going to be pulled, so you're obviously going to get out the water quite high, but with every even 25, so every time you come back this way, 2 high sides. So I want to see you get right out over the water, over the top, and come back over. You're going to have paddles on as well, so it's really going to explain what you're doing, technique-wise. Really focus on getting up, taking a breath, looking forward, getting back down. The key, though, with that is maintenance of momentum. Don't allow yourself to stall. increase your kick a little bit. I know you're pulling, but push it a little bit, and then just get yourself going forward. Come back in, we're going to regroup, and then we're going to do, for the second set, 3 200s negative splits, just easy, strong, no equipment, unless you want to use a snorkel to focus on stroke, that's totally fine. On 240, then 850s, broken down as you can see with some IM work. Pretty steady, and then cool down at the end. Any questions? No. Alright, so we'll go on the next top, so you've got a minute to sort yourselves out. So hopefully, with having focused on some other stuff in the preset, in the drill set, some of these things like tightening up are going to happen. If they don't, I'm going to keep giving cues. You know, because she doesn't know what she looks like unless I show her with film, and stopping and starting that is a bit disruptive in a session like this. So hopefully she's going to narrow the arms up a little bit. It's going to take some work, I think, but we're getting there. Gwen job on this one. There we go, so she splits her head up. She's not looking, she's not getting up. We'll fix that.
I don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah, we were talking about that just now.
So bad. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
What you're doing, so KO does a really good job of it. So he's getting up, getting high. Obviously you want to get some visual. Increase kicking, like hinge at the hips, and then get yourself over the top, almost like you're kind of like doing a fly maneuver. You're coming up. You were doing this, you were going.
I stopped kicking and then I drowned.
Like lifting your head up like this. I was like, no, it's not going to work.
So bad.
Don't worry, we'll get there. The other problem is.
You gotta act like you're in the ocean. You have to get over like a wave or something.
Get up over the.
Yeah.
10 years plus.
But the sound of it sounds.
Alright guys, we're going to go on the next top.
What's with all the rest?
Oh yeah, we
I can cut it down if you want.
Let's,
Throwing everyone under the bus.
yeah, but that was for the top. We're on set 2 now. Negative split by
kept
100.
waiting for you to speed up. I was like, how am I still hanging?
Right, so the first half, just nice and easy, then a strong effort. Again, when I use the word strong, it's not just about the intensity, but it's about engaging everything, engaging the lats, getting good purchase of the water and pulling yourself past the water, not the water past you. Good reach, etc.
So where are they at in the workout now?
So they're in the second set. It's just, again, it's an aerobic set today, so they're just doing some 3 200s negative split. So the first 100 is just be nice and easy, but still we always focus on form. We never just swim easy. We're always thinking about something. So everyone in here has got some cues that they're thinking about. And then the second half is just strong, which is obviously a slightly harder effort, but we're really focusing on engaging as many muscle fibers as possible to make us more effective in the water. So yeah, nice and steady. And then we're going to break it down afterwards with some more IM work. Today's quite a bit of IM, a bit of pull. It's not a quality pull session, I would say, because we're not doing a lot of it, but just enough to activate. And then I like to do a little bit of IM work just because it makes us more, it gives us more athleticism in the swim, so we're not just swimming direct in a pool, because we have to deal with people to our left and right, getting around buoys. Having that ability to move the body and actually work in a different pattern helps no end when you have to face against missing a breath or pushing in against other people or them pushing against you. Actually works quite well, and integrating that along with good quality swim work like freestyle is huge. Just got to make sure you do it right, because if you do too much of it, it's kind of too much. A lot of triathletes kind of get taught to not kick in the swim, especially long course athletes. And the truth is that kick kind of like rigidizes, a word I made up, I think. So it rigidizes the body, enables everything else to be rigid and strong, so that your ancillaries, your arms, etc., can actually do the work. So they've got something to pivot off. So I think it's hugely important. Like stroke work really helps enable that. We do quite a bit of kick work as well. And if you ever watch like a World Series triathlon race or any races where the swimmers are really fast, they're kicking really hard. It's something we integrate. Something that Gwen is not doing yet. She's obviously building her fitness back up and getting back to normal, but we'll get to that point. But even straight away, you can see some of these guys are kicking pretty quick. It's definitely a, I think it's a bit of a myth. Save your legs for the bike and the run. Like, you can lose it in the swim, so you can't do that. The more efficient you are in swimming, i.e. kicking more, the quicker you're going to be. You could probably kick a bit less because you're going to be a bit more efficient and your kick is going to be a bit stronger. So when you do get out on the bike, you're in a good place. World Series ITU type racing is too quick, it's too aggressive, especially now with super sprints and mixed team relay work. You've got to go, so you've got to use everything at your disposal to get yourself to the other side of the swim course as quickly as possible. So kicking, not kicking, it's a controversial subject.
Hey, how are you, Matt?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good.
Sorry, I think I was a minute late at the start.
I don't care.
All good. How'd you go today?
Good.
Yeah.
I think the last time we filmed, I really struggled to like make a 120 base, and now it's like had a couple weeks. It's pretty easy to make. I can descend. I can negative split. So see some improvements. But then anytime there's something new, I just struggle. Like we cited today, and I was just horrible. So yeah. Just a little bit, it's interesting because I'm growing. I can't wear my one piece anymore, which is sad. I don't like two pieces, but I'm also seeing improvement in the swim through that, which is interesting and nice.
Yeah. Are you wearing the glucose monitor on your arm?
I am,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
I actually put it on when I had to do my glucose test for my prenatal gestational diabetes test.
Okay.
And I wanted to see what would happen. And I was actually thrilled. I had like no spike. I was like, how is this even possible? I'm basically drinking like pure corn syrup. So, but it's also been interesting to see throughout my pregnancy, my glucose has been hard to get up even if I eat those carbs, which is kind of what the glucose test told me too. Like I have pure sugar and it's hard for me to get it up. So just a good reminder that I need to be fueling often and a lot with carbs when I'm pregnant especially.
Yeah, sure. So what did you have before this, a workout like this?
Yep.
Are you doing anything different to normal in terms of?
Yeah, I'd say I just like eat more often. Like I biked here on my commuter bike, but like I had a smoothie after the bike before the swim, which like normally I wouldn't need that, but needed those extra calories and just carbs. This morning for breakfast I had white bread with eggs and avocado, so just trying to get in a lot of simple carbs to help me get that up, and then some fats to help with like the long lasting of it.
Okay, sure. And are you going to try to continue doing these swim sessions how far into the future are you thinking at the moment, or is that you playing it week by week?
No, it's going to end soon because we're actually going to the Midwest. I'm going to see my parents for a couple weeks, and then we're going to see Pat's parents for a couple weeks. We're going to be on a lake for a few weeks, so I might try to do some open water swimming, but once I come back, I don't know. It might be too big to join these people, so we'll see. It'd be fun though.
Awesome, cool. Thanks for
Thanks.
joining.